Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Persona 5 Tactica. In the last episode we started piecing together who our currently unknown tyrant could possibly be, slowly but surely pulling a dark looming shadow of a man seemingly known for being much worse than Kamoshida ever was. In the original story, a man hell-bent on conquering the school of Toshiro and Erina's past, through utter control of the faculty and students, with the power of dark secrets of each and every one of them being used to basically blackmail and use that blackmail to turn student against student and turn a friend into a foe at a moment's notice, all on the chance he can further his power over everyone in his workspace, going from a mere music teacher to vice president of the school. So pretty much vice principal, basically pretty much the principal at that point, because they're basically just underneath it. They pretty much have the same, pull over school anyways, to be completely fair, going based off of my old schooling days, but still, it's just like, the fact of that he did it in a blink of an eye, due to how quickly he got his grip around everybody when he first got there, and just in general, the very name of this sick and twisted evil man, who would even think of using children to further his demented goals, is honestly known as a man known as Ichiro Nakabachi, the tyrant of Toshiro's younger past self, because we don't actually know the name of the high school. Don't know if we're actually going to get that information, honestly. It's not really needed. I would like to know it, but highly doubt that with the fact that they haven't talked about it yet, I do think they're not going to talk about what the name of the school is, because it may not be critical information, just because of it being in the past, and there's no way to change the past of what really happened back then. The only thing Toshiro could do now is get the guy put behind bars once he does leave here. And that's pretty much all we can really do. Unless he's gone. We don't even know if he's even still alive for all we know. But the thing is there's been a crazy amount of things going on just with everything we've seen in this chapter. But the thing is, definitely preparing for Ichiro. Thing is though, is we still need a key in order to even deal with them. Since we got 3 of them, still 1 more memory left to go. And from there, we get our key, we can maybe deal with Ichiro, and prepare for whatever our next kingdom is going to be in the very near future. Unless we're still a little bit off. I still feel like there's no way we're we're probably right on top of them, but I do think we still have some missions left between us. Because we haven't had that many missions for this chapter, honestly. But, with that being said, let's begin the next mission, and prepare for whatever comes next, because we do have a battle on our hands, and, well, let's be honest here, something important's definitely gonna happen here.
Now where could that 4th and final key be hiding?
Very good question, Futaba. Very good question indeed.
We found the others in the courtyard, the cafeteria, and the faculty room. And maybe the next ones in,
That is a good question, actually. So, courtyard was pretty much the first floor, cafeteria was second, I think faculty was also second floor. So, well, is there even a top to the school? There could be more floors. It really depends on what else is important at a school, I guess you can say, honestly, for places. Okay, let's see here. We got a gym, home ec room, or the rooftop. That would be a good spot for one, honestly, the rooftop of the school. Because, that is the literal top of the school, so, let's go with that one. I feel like that could be it. The rooftop.
Excellent guess! The last key is on the roof!
Oh, okay. So, another connection for, our characters for, because the rooftop was a very important spot in the original game, for the, original story of Persona 5. So it's kind of interesting that Toshiro connects again in another area when it comes to everything. A lot of the people have been that are in his past connect very well to a lot of the Phantom Thieves through each and every chapter. So it's interesting how there's been connections from not only the people we're fighting and how they connect to the villains of Persona 5's original story, but also the Phantom Thieves themselves in some ways as well. Because the rooftop of Shujin was really important in the original game, because that was literally your first hideout. So that's actually pretty interesting.
I think these guys could help out more since they know so much.
You would think so, for sure.
We only need one more key to reach. Then we'll finally be free.
They're still being censored on saying who it is, though. Even though we kind of have something pieced together. Because the Phantom Thieves think it's Ichiro. So, I'm surprised it's still being censored out.
Oh, loathsome. Your reign is coming to an end.
First one was 3. Second one was 5. That's interesting.
They sure are fired up, even if we still can't hear who they're saying.
Yeah, they can be a problem, but I think we're good. I don't think we really need to know who they're saying at this point, because I think we pretty much have it. Unless we're completely wrong and it's not Ichiro, but it seems like it would be.
Nakabachi was silencing the students through blackmail, yes? Perhaps this is how it's manifesting here.
It would make sense, honestly.
It won't matter once we're knocking his lights out. Right, Toshiro?
True. That is pretty much true.
Yes, I imagine so.
Very nonchalant about that one.
Then let's head for the rooftop.
Okay, rooftop, here we come.
Since the enemies seem to be getting stronger as we press on, we should really be careful now.
Yeah, probably for the best, honestly. Very, very smart, honestly. Let's be honest here.
We've been walking for so long. How much further to the rooftop?
For all we know, this place has been pretty much a labyrinth the entire time, so, could not even be able to make it to the rooftop, for all we know. From, like, inside of the school, let's be honest here. Also, I was about to say what's going on with Toshiro, but Morgana answered my question immediately.
The building certainly didn't look this huge from the outside.
That is true, it didn't.
The distortions in this world are likely playing a part in the inconsistencies we're experiencing.
Well, this is our last errand, yeah? Once we've got the 4 things, all we gotta do is kick that voice's butt.
True, that is true.
I'm particularly curious about the next memory we'll likely see. Toshiro and Eri seem to be in a rather difficult position.
Yeah, they definitely do, because, Eri and Erina, the connection between the two, Eri and Erina, seem to, because of that, she's questioning who she really is. And honestly, at this point, it's literally either she's a shadow or the real Erina. Or Eri, because Eri, then the first part of her last name is mixed together for Erina. But the thing is just in general, it's literally only 2 choices at this point, or could be a third option where she doesn't exist at all, but I don't know, that one doesn't really make sense with what we saw in his memories. So that would be like a third one I can think of, but I highly doubt that one, to be honest.
Yeah, you go, baby Toshiro! That lousy principal needs to learn a lesson himself!
Baby Toshiro. Okay.
Right. I certainly hope that's how it went. But I have my concerns there.
Honestly, same. It doesn't look like they really were winning that from the memories we saw so far. They look like more like Ichiro is the one winning, based on the memories we saw, but maybe they turned the ropes around, you never know.
Why is that?
Well, it was pretty obvious from what we were seeing.
As we've worked out already, this world is built from my own cognition.
True.
That's why Maria and Yoshiki were such awful monsters oppressing the citizens in their kingdoms.
Which makes sense.
Which means if I truly was successful at putting a stop to Nakabachi's scheme,
It wouldn't make any sense for the school to be the way it is right now. Which, yeah, that actually is very fair. So, from basic deduction, we can piece together that more than likely Toshiro and Erina, or Eri, failed in their plot to take down Nakabachi. Which is actually kind of scary, because what happened then is the real question.
he wouldn't have been designated the ruler of this place.
Which is true. That is a really good point.
In that case, Nakabachi may have actually caused some sort of lasting trauma.
Yeah, more than likely. Which is actually kind of scary.
So you're concerned about the possibility that things didn't end well?
Seemingly.
Unfortunately, the worst possible outcomes keep coming to mind.
I don't blame you on that thought, buddy. I really don't blame you.
Toshiro, that's...
Is the future Prime Minister really scared of one crappy teacher?
Fair enough, but this is in the past though, buddy. Ryuji. For all we know, Nakabachi's no longer even around.
Just keep your chin up and you'll be fine. You're all grown now, aren't you?
True.
Ryuji, what's your deal?
One thing that Nakabachi reminds me of, it reminds me of Shido's helper, by the way. Like, his design. I'm pretty sure it's not him, because I'm pretty sure we had a name for that guy. But he definitely, like, facial structure-wise and, like, the way he's, like, built, looks like the guy that was helping Shido. And then Shido ended up getting him killed with the Akechi. So, very interesting is something, like, I've thought about. But it could even be him. That would be a very interesting way to, like, tie things together. But I doubt it. I very much doubt it.
Look, I've already got plenty of crappy memories from my time in school.
Very fair.
It's a real long story, but I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel.
That's good to hear, Ryuji.
So, I guess what I'm trying to say is...
Don't give up yet.
Might suck to deal with, but what's done is done.
True.
You can try pretending something didn't happen, but it's just gonna keep chasing you anyway.
Yeah, and Ryuji should know that one from experience.
So, you gotta face it no matter what. Do it right and move on.
Okay, yeah, that's a pretty good way to see it.
Sakamoto-kun.
Whatever the outcome, you needn't be afraid.
Yeah, no reason to run now. It's already happened. Might as well complete it.
Even if you find yourself about to fall, we'll be there to support you.
Which is true.
So never second guess yourself. See your convictions through.
To the very end.
You had to fight to get here, remember? I'm sure you're ready for this.
Yeah, I would think he would be.
You already made a promise to Yuki-san that you'd better keep. You hear me?
That's all true.
Yeah, it is pretty true.
I have to get back to reality, no matter what might await us here.
Yep, no matter what truth you're really coming back to, honestly, we need to get you back to the real world. Just because of the fact that, well, if we do get you back there, we have a very good chance of taking out these really, really bad people without the need of even having to go and, do any changes of hearts, because we can't do that anymore in the real world. So, honestly, that would really help us out with getting a couple more bad people behind bars in a more legal manner. Because, like Toshiro said, what we did was kind of illegal, but it was the right thing to do. But, yeah, definitely, that would be one good thing. that would come out of getting back to the real world with Toshiro. Thing is, though, is we still don't really know exactly who Toshiro is with his memories. So, because of what Marie said, I'm still worried about that. But I guess we'll find out.
The only way I can do that is by confronting and overcoming my past.
Which is true. Well said.
Well, I'm ashamed to have needed the encouragement, but I appreciate it all the same.
He's blushing.
Nothing new there, right? Since the moment we met these folks, they've constantly been saving our necks. Both yours and mine.
Which is true.
I'd say we're pretty dang lucky, finding solid comrades like them.
This comrade thing. We know it came from Eri, but still, though, it's kind of funny that Erina keeps that lingo, even if Erina may not be Eri in the first place. Because we still don't actually have any confirmation on that. We'll get it very soon, I think. But I am curious what the answer is going to be.
Quite true. So let's grab the bull by the horns and get my memories back.
That's the plan.
Now that we're of one mind on this, I suppose all that's left is to name the operation.
What kind of operation name did you guys come up with this time?
Right, and we're gonna call it...
Oh no.
Operation
Blazing Impulse!
Nakabachi Blazing Impulse, I think, is what they both said. Interesting name for Erina. Nakabachi is pretty simple, and then Blazing Impulse is pretty cool, actually.
Huh?
Oh, brother.
It fits their characters.
Let's move out.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Let's go, Joker, indeed.
Our destination is the rooftop. If we keep pressing on, we're bound to reach it eventually.
Yep, true. Thing is we still don't know how far away that is. But looks like we're there.
Hey, this is it. The rooftop's just through that door there.
Seemingly. Based on this giant labyrinth.
Here goes nothing. Everybody ready?
I think so.
Sure am. I'm raring to whip some enemy tail.
Okay.
Alright, I'm opening it now.
Doesn't look devious like the other doors. So... concerned. Into a battle? Or... rooftop?
Ah, there it is. The creepy door to hell we're after.
That is true. But it didn't immediately drown us in here. Something to note. Okay. Good. So there is a safety zone still with every door so far. Every door lets us know before we do go into one of these hellish realms. So that's good to know. Thing is, though, now that we have found it, what kind of, monstrous force is going to be hiding behind our fourth door for the keys?
I wonder if this rooftop has something to do with Toshiro's past as well.
100%.
That I do not know.
It's gotta be. Everything's been connected so far.
All I'm sure of is that we'll have our answer once we go through that door.
Which is true. Foreboding. Very, very foreboding. The red light of doom. Just kind of just illuminating on the outside of the door like that. That's kind of creepy. That's that weird staticky voice that keeps trying to get in contact with us.
What are you doing here?
You people, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious, buddy?
You just don't know when to quit. Didn't I tell you to get out of here?
You kind of did, but you haven't really stopped us whatsoever. You told us we were gonna have to worry about something, but you haven't done anything yet, so, keep talking your talk. You definitely don't walk the walk, buddy.
Hey you! You're Nakabachi, aren't you?
Well, maybe he'll admit to it?
Mark my words. I'm coming. When I find you, I'm going to see the truth myself.
Well, true. That is true. When we do confront you, we'll definitely know for sure.
Quite the attitude you've got there.
He didn't deny it.
But it's just an act, isn't it? Deep down, you're actually terrified.
Terrified. Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
This truth you're after. Do you really think you're ready for it?
When do I get to shut this sick freak's mouth already?
Well, hopefully soon, buddy.
No, don't let him get to you.
Yeah, don't let him get to you. He's just trying to get under your skin, buddy.
Hachi, fortunately for you, I won't doubt myself again.
True. That is true. Toshiro definitely has every right to continuously, believe in himself recently.
I've resolved to see this through. Thanks to my comrades standing with me.
He's taking Erina's line now.
I will never back down to you. No matter what my past may be, I must know the truth.
Honestly, same.
Cocky little... I'll make you eat your words.
I'd like to see you try.
Just you see that hell of a battlefield I have for you. You'll wish you could run and hide.
Uh-huh, yeah, sure. Keep talking the talk, buddy.
Ha! Talk about weak. He's the one who sounds like he wants to run and hide.
True. He's been hiding behind a locked door this entire time. I'm not scared of him whatsoever. At least the Marie and the, his father, both of them, Yoshiki and Marie, were, threats the entire time. The thing is, though, the weird, sinister, feeling of this, I could say palace, I could say whatever, but for this kingdom, has been very, very foreboding. It's weird that there is safe zones, like the school. And then when you do get to these doors, then that's where the enemies are. It's odd. It's very odd, compared to the previous kingdoms. So it's weird that there is safe zones. It makes you think that maybe this was never a safe zone. That's what I keep thinking. But maybe that's not the case. It's just odd. It's very odd. But I guess we'll find out soon, if that's the case, once we do get our fourth key. I think that will definitely trigger whatever our mysterious tyrant wants to really do, once we do get that fourth key. But I guess we'll find out soon.
Cheap exit lines like his are the telltale sign of a scrub enemy.
Futaba.
I suppose it's a sign that we have him cornered. We should strike while the iron is hot.
True. Strike as hot as it can possibly be.
Okay, time to grab the fourth thing. Whatever it might be.
True. Whatever it may be indeed. Okay, let's head on in and prepare for our fourth memory. But first we need to fight for it. Because we've learned from experience already. We know exactly how we have to deal with these things. Thing is, though, once we do get in here, what are we going to be dealing with? That's really the question. Okay. Defeat all enemies within 10 turns. We have a teleporter, a defender, some ravagers, or revengers as they're actually called, and then regular legionnaires. Okay, 7 turns is the actual amount that we need to do it in. No one can get KO'd. One other thing, by the way, I told you guys I was going to try and get the ability to be able to use the DLC characters. Found out when the fact is I had someone play through and beat the DLC so I can maybe get them. Found out you can get the DLC finished, but the thing is you still need to beat the main game and then start a new game plus in order to play as the DLC characters. Still cool that you can play as them, in the main story. Just sadly, you can't use them in the first story mode of your game. So, you have to beat the game first. Unfortunately. But, we can make that, it'll work out in the end, because we're still going to do the DLC, and it's going to fully focus on those 3 characters for Joker, Akechi, and Kasumi, or Sumire, as we know she's actually called. So, definitely looking forward to it when the time comes. Just wanted to talk about that with you guys, just so you guys know. But definitely what we're going to do is we're going to throw Erina on. And then from here, kind of like the idea of using Haru, honestly. Doesn't sound too bad. And Haru's got a decent amount of movement now, and decent amount of range as well. So I feel like we can definitely use Haru. But we also have a chance to use Morgana as well here soon as well, because we know that is that's another character that's going to need to have some, some time to actually be used, because we kind of have neglected Morgana a little bit, to be fair. But to be fair, we're swapping between units very commonly, so it's like every character is getting a use at some point. So, honestly, the thing is, though, is we're definitely going to need to throw Ganesha onto Haru here, just so we can make sure we get the extra money for the fights. And then all we're really going to be able to use is just money, as well as the Freya dying from my Yatsugrasu here, or Yanagrasu. So, we have a little bit going on there, but not a lot for, like, special moves for this one. We do have Erina, so we can still do something with that. Melee attacks are prohibited. Okay, that's fine. Okay. So all we really need to do is just find a way to attack this thing. Ooh, he's in a free spot if I were to actually be able to hit him. So if I was to hit him, he would go over there, so it doesn't even matter. Okay.
I'll do my best.
Where's our current positioning? Okay. Interesting. Not very far in the way of, like, movement. I don't even see a way of getting over here in the first place. What the heck? I see that. Looks like we literally need to go left. There is a blue one here. Don't see a way of getting to that, though. Can't even see blue, honestly, because it's being covered by one of those things. Okay. Well, who's better off just sticking behind then? Is honestly the best way of thinking of this. We do have a free teleport over there. Could be good. Okay, I think I got an idea. Or actually, I could do something along the lines of this, instead of an ambush. Could be good, because then I can force the movement? Not entirely sure if I should do it, though. It could be good. It is a good spot. I guess we'll find out. Where do I want to move, though? I want to be in a safe zone. That's one thing for sure. So I want to definitely try and take his spots the best I can, while also doing a decent amount of damage to him. Because this will definitely swap Joker with him. So we can go with that for a bonus effect here. Because he's going to teleport. That's the whole point of him. So that'll swap us. Not too bad. Okay. Joker is in a technical spot, I think? Yeah, he should be blocked in there. I don't think he's in an open area. Or at least I don't think he is. Hope he's not. That would be a little worrying. Oh, in this one, we can actually go about it like this. Instead of using Erina, we can use Haru. We can use, not Cyanide. We can use Mapsy to pull both of these enemies out of their positioning. And also get, Erina the extra movement. For another movement here, which is pretty good. And that also gives Haru another movement as well, as long as we attack. So, let's definitely make sure to do that. So let's definitely hit you. Didn't get a free Garu there, but that's fine. Okay, let's see here. Okay, we have a button we can press. if I were to hit this, what does that do for us? You push this one up, is all I'm really saying. Oh, it moved it so the Ravengers can't move. That's actually not a bad turn, honestly. If we really think about that, that's not that bad of a turn. And then, let's see here. Could focus you. I do need to get rid of enemies. And honestly, I'd rather the Ravengers not be able to move yet, to be fair. I like the idea of, like, them not being able to do much. Could also attack this. Could also attack him as well. Not a bad idea, actually. Yeah, you know what? We'll just focus him. I don't mind that at all.
I'll do my best.
And then we just attack you with the last attack here. Perfect. Okay, that works out. We get rid of 2 enemies, 1 teleporter, 1 legionnaire. These guys can't move at the moment, and we can use that to our benefits. Okay, so now we have that situated. Also, did not mean to put that onto the screen, but I did not know you could do that. Oh, okay. Interesting. That's cool though, I did not know you could do that. Huh. Okay, I wish I knew that a long time ago. Huh. Okay. I have no words for just finding that. Okay. So we're definitely gonna go back there. Are you blocking the button? Of course you're blocking the button. Why wouldn't you be? Okay. Well, because he's blocking that, I'm not really sure what I need to do there. But, let's see here. I definitely want to go about this with Mayaka. So,
Let's go.
would these guys be able to get to Joker? No, they can't. Let's use that to our advantage then. We can hit all 3 of them, and pull them all over, and then prepare for whatever they want to do. Because they can't get over to Joker no matter what they want to do. And if we need to, we can or force them to go down and not be able to do anything. So, we can use that to our advantage. And Haru has no real way of really getting over right now. Or maybe. Might be able to do something. I guess we'll find out. Can't melee, so I can't use that to my advantage. So let's see here. Maybe it's best to keep Haru back here? What can't she hit? Oh, she can hit this guy. Really? Wow, you can hit very far. Wow. Okay then. I'll wait for that then. I kinda like that. Do I want to go for just one person though? Or do I want to hit multiple? I could hit multiple. There's no reason not to. Is there a way to not do that if I can help it? Because I'd like to be able to move multiple times here. If I can help it. So far I'm not seeing an option via just doing it normally. Or were to do it like this, that would do it through that. So let's try and do it on the guy that's the furthest back, I think. So, ultimate partition for you. That gives us our movement. And I can use that to my benefits to go further. Then, what I can do is I have him over there, so I can't really use that to my benefit. But I can definitely attack these guys again. So let's blast you. Ooh, one got hypnotized. Okay, that works out. Pulls him closer. I can use that to my benefit as well. We can move you here. Oh, didn't mean to pull them down like that. Is there a way for me to get them in there? With that guy? Not really. Okay. Can't really do much with this current way of doing it. But I might be able to at least maybe get this guy figured out. So let's try that instead. Resisted it. Didn't do much either. Okay, that's fine. Okay, well, what would I rather have? I can go for this. I can pull them down and go safety route with it. Because it can't really follow me. Oh, can I not hit all of these? I don't like that at all. Ugh. Could be bad. I won't be able to hit everybody. Don't like that positioning at all. Eee, yikes. Okay. That only hits one guy. This still only hits one. This only hits one. This guy only hits one. Eesh. Yikes. Okay, that could be really bad. That can be really, really bad, actually. Oof. Don't like that movement at all.
I'll give it my all.
Could make these guys forget. Could be a way of doing it. Ew. Okay. That really does not help at all. Guess this one, I guess. I'm gonna just do Shining Partition and see what happens. Do not like that movement, though.
Let's go.
I would have rather just, try to do a triple threat with, Haru instead. Ew. Here comes the punching season. Thankfully, we got punched right back into the safety zone. So, could have been worse.
I'll do my best.
Okay, now let's try and get, I actually can't move from this position, so Joker's kind of stuck at the moment. But let's definitely see if we can get Haru over. Okay, Haru can definitely get over. That's good. Okay, you're close to going down. Is there a way for me to knock them both down? Seemingly not yet. But if I were to do something like, Igon, it would do a decent amount of damage. Could be possible. Definitely not going to try that, though. Fraught does not really work there, I think. Or we can also maybe do something with, her as well. Also, we're in a really weird spot, aren't we? Okay, there we go. Just didn't like how we were positioned there. Okay, can't really do much with that either. But could turn around, blast them. That doesn't really fully help us. So it's more of like, kind of like, what do we want to do with this kind of thing? Could hit you. Could go for you. Could hit you. Get both of them to move. Could be a good idea. You do have 444 HP. And you haven't been hit yet. Could be worth it. Hypnotized one of them. Not really the smartest place to have them, but... Oh, wait a minute. That's actually not bad. They just helped me, actually. Thank you. Actually. Ooh, and then I can also... Oh, but Haru's not moving anymore. Can't use it, but that does kind of give me, like, an idea of something we can do in the future. Okay, cool. Other than that... Can't really press the button to do, like, any kind of, like, extra attacks here. So can't go for it that way. There might be a way to maybe Phantom Judge. No, can't get her because of the current positioning. If I was like on the left side of her, I might, or more on the right side of her, I might be able to, but not at the current moment. Could push you, wouldn't knock you off though, so it's not worth it. We're kind of like in a way that it's like, what do we really want to do with our current movement? Could push you down. It doesn't really do much, but maybe it counts as hitting the, one lady? Not really sure. Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't. It looks like it should, but it doesn't. Okay, so don't do that. Not really fully worth it, but we could also maybe do something along the lines of this, too, to bring this back up. Which could work. Not entirely sure if I should. But, we can maybe make it work. Is what I'm trying to say. But I do have an idea. We can maybe put Erina like here. Move Joker here. And then if I can maybe get around these guys. It would push them. Not in the way that I wanted to, but we can try it. Let's see. Okay, pushed him. Knocked out the other guy, it seems. Oh, he can still attack you? Huh. Interesting. Did not know they can still attack you, even though you got him in a get him area. And then this would give me the follow-up. Okay, cool. That was more of like what I was trying to do. Wasn't trying to get hit twice there. Didn't think it would. Also, it looks like it might have pushed that guy out of position. It did. Okay, it was worth it. It was 100% worth it for what we just did. Okay, cool. So now that's situated. And then I can use that to my advantage. Kind of stuck down here, though. Okay. Well, is there a way for me to bring her back up? There is. Okay. Let's do that real quick. Let's get her off of that platform the best we can. And then get over to here. Actually, wait. Take off first, maybe? Trying to do this in a way that it works. Okay. And then I can go down. And then, still doesn't really do it for me, but it might be better this way. It's a big if. It really is, honestly. But it works out in the end. Just trying to see how I want to do this exactly. Plus, I can always just melee him as well for what we're trying to do. Or I can just pull him back up and then have Erina just deal with him, which is probably just the better option, honestly. It's not enough to knock him out, though, which is the more of what we're trying to do, honestly. And also, what I was really trying to do is try and get a follow-up in bouncing off the two, but there's no possible way of doing that in the current positioning of everything. So it's kind of like more of like what we really want to do with it. I'm gonna say it's probably just better to just try and knock them out with Joker. Just because Joker definitely does a decent amount of damage. And also I can... Apparently that's actually not even enough. That's surprising. Just with the fact that you would think that would be more than enough damage. Okay.
Here I go.
Well, if that is the case, what I'm gonna say is more than likely the best way of maybe doing this is maybe save the Flag of Freedom for the next parts of this fight and go from there and just leave those guys down there because they're not going to attack me right now, so let's just blast him out and just go from there. Uh-oh. That was not planned. Ooh, okay. Okay, this could be a yikes at the current moment. Could set up Flag of Freedom here, but honestly what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to put it in a safe spot, like here. We're going to make this whole area stay safe for us at the current moment. We don't use it very often, so let's make sure we use it. Plus it might be good on defenders. So, guess we'll find out. It's 3 turns. Counts as cover. Or it should. We didn't get to double attack him, which I could have. But I didn't like the positioning of everything. But more of I kind of forgot about it too at the same time. The melee's up again. Which is the first time we've seen this go back to that. So now we know for sure that it does come back up. Okay, this guy's still kind of just sitting down here. Still weak. Could get a free one. Okay, you know what? Let's go for it. I'll take it. Might as well. He's in a free zone. We can also get a hit onto the loudspeakers too. And now from there is we just need the blue. So Joker, you're gonna stand back here for like 2 seconds. Is there any way I can get behind you? Currently, no. Not from our current position, at least. But it looks like we have to go around if we do want to deal with you.
I'm ready.
Which is fine. So Joker, you're gonna make your way back up then, buddy. Because you're not doing anything from that current position. No matter what you want to try and do. Okay, we have the red button there. Could work for us. Or could not, depending on how you do it. Okay. Well, because that's the case, we do have the way of getting him moved, if need be. Can't go very far right now, but I might be able to at least kind of move these guys for Joker. Because Joker, if we can get him on the other side of those guys, we can use that to our advantage. Okay, cool. So Joker, what you're gonna do, buddy, is actually, it might be better to just be on the button when we go for the attack instead. So go for you instead, knock you on down, use your extra movement, did not need to run onto the button, but try and get as far as we possibly can. Knock this guy down. Okay, cool. We got a good movement now. Back on this side of the map. We can now use this to our advantage. Get a double knockdown on both of these two, which also turns around the defender as well, which we can maybe use that to our advantage, just because of that. Okay, that works out. And then let's see here, that's a big massive hit there. And then all Eri needs to do is kind of like just move down slightly, I think. Can't really hit the other guy, but that is a huge amount of damage to the defender, which will open up that entire area, which I like. I like that idea.
Here I go.
But if I can maybe somehow incorporate the guy that's down here as well, I would also like that as well. But then I don't hit the other guy. Okay. Yeah, I want the defender down, if I can help it. So let's just confirm the knockout on the defender, then. I like that a lot better. Ooh, did not mean to press A. But, okay, cool. That works out.
More enemies.
Ooh.
Now.
Ooh. Don't like that positioning. Okay, let's see here. That guy's down on the ground. I'm not really worried about that. Eri, I think it might be better for you to just stay in the safety zone. And I can just blast at these two. Might be a good idea. Guess we can try it. Not bad. Okay. Good chunk of damage into you. That guy's stuck down there. They're gonna try and blast me. He broke his own loudspeaker, which is kind of funny. Okay, they're starting to attack us. Okay. Interesting movements from them. If that would... Actually, we probably would have been able to get a freebie on that guy. Actually, he's still standing in the open. Is it a free hit? I don't think it... Yeah, it is. Huh. Thanks, I guess. Not really sure why you would do that, but thank you, I think. Okay.
Here I go.
Also, I see another freebie, actually. Go down here. And then just have Haru wait down here.
What to do here?
Because what we can do is we can actually melee this guy down into a follow-up. Might as well. Just because she's down there. There's no reason not to. Okay, cool. That one's out. It gets us a one more as well, which we can use to our benefits. Those guys are kind of doing what they're wanting to do right now. It's a free knockout on that guy if we want it. Might be worth it, honestly, just because he's here. Is there a way for me to hit him, though? That's really the question. Knock this guy down.
Behold my power.
Okay. Could do that one, it's cheaper. Let's go for the cheaper option on him. I like the idea of that. Knocks that guy out. It gives us an extra movement on Haru, which we can use to our... Also, we got a voltage, too, which is also really good. Then what I can do is, because Haru's got a big range of attack, too, we can use this to our advantage for her as well. Right now, I'm gonna say... Could also do this, too. Which isn't too bad, honestly. Doesn't knock this guy out, though, which is a little weird if you think about it that way. But, could push you over. Could also work. Can I throw you off the map? No, I can't. I was thinking we could maybe get a follow-up into that one area. But I can definitely push you over. I don't mind that, honestly. And then if I just position myself right, I might be able to hit multiple enemies with this, just because of the current positioning. But it may not as well, depending on how that worked, because it looks like that's not going to work. Also, this guy's not going to fall into that one area, which is interesting. Okay. Well, what we can do instead we can definitely have Erina come back over here and use this to her advantage. Because we can maybe pull this guy out. No, we didn't pull him out, but that's fine.
Here I go.
We can use that. Okay, so that guy's still kind of up and about, which is not exactly what I wanted to have happen, but it's fine. It's perfectly fine, as long as we use it to our advantage.
I'm ready.
Okay, we can't really fully get everybody in this,
I'll do my best.
but I can definitely see what I can do. Yeah, it looks like Joker really can't encircle these guys in any way.
Here I go.
But depending on how we do this, we might be able to at least do something. Yeah, I really can't hit much from this current positioning. Okay, we're not going to try that instead. We're going to do, could go Igon, just knock him out. Not a bad idea. Did we get the guy that's on the floor? Is he still up? Yeah, he's still up. We can use that to our advantage too. Probably should, honestly. Just see if we can knock him down. Don't mind it, because him having a lot of HP doesn't really help us in the long run. And maybe it'll give us enough damage to actually do something here as well. Because I swear you get more damage depending on how many like abilities or like one morphs you get in a row. But it's not 100% though. It's just something I feel like seems to be the case. Looks like I can get a free double blast on these guys. Not a knockout, but a decent amount of damage. Okay. And then we still have Haru left to work with here. So what I'm going to do instead is we can definitely pull them out. Which it's not a bad idea, because Erina's still moving. Plus we haven't even actually seen Haru's ability yet. So that gives us a chance to actually see it. Okay. We did get another double knockout there, but I'm going to say we go for the one-on-one instead. Because I'd rather that instead. So down goes one. No extra enemies. Good. Not sure if that's going to be the case all the way around, but we're going to see what we can get. Okay, he's out. More than likely. We stay far back enough, they won't be able to attack us. So I'm going to just use that to my advantage to knock this guy out. Just because we're far enough. Okay, cool. Get a bunch of HP back and some SP. Get to see what our enemies will be trying to. Okay. Not bad. Good movements for us. Kind of encircled Joker, which is a little odd, but I don't think they can really do anything with that, honestly. And we get a little bit of a boost from Necronomicon, which is always good. Get a freebie on you. I'm going to definitely take it, because that opens up Joker's movement again. And then, honestly, no freebies on getting this guy encircled, I think. But I think I could definitely... Oh, actually, yeah, we can. We can do that. We just push him in. There we go. Perfect. Okay, and is that actually completely encircling them? It definitely is. Okay, we do that, and that is game. GG, easy. Sorry, little buddies, but both of you go down, and that is complete. Was that more than 7 turns, though? I don't think it was. Okay, cool. Also, we got a rare persona out of that. We got a Dakini, which I don't think I actually have. Or at least I don't think I do. Question. But not bad at all. We did really good for that one. Definitely feel like there was a lot of extra thinking involved on that one. But we did good for what we could.
Now, where's that last thing we're looking for?
Looks like it's right behind you, Futaba. I can kind of see it flashing right next to the check mark.
Is that it?
Seemingly so.
Let's see. What's that?
Is that a voice recorder? Actually, yeah, or like some kind of MP3. But it looks more like a voice recorder than like used for like court reporting and stuff like that.
guessing.
Only reason why I know that is because of my family. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, Toshiro. You ready for this one?
Yeah, are you ready, buddy? Doesn't look like it.
Yes.
Okay, never mind. He is ready for it. Okay, touchy. Fourth memory unlocked. Here we go. What are we gonna find inside the fourth memory, though, is the real question. A little worried.
All right, I've come to your little meeting. So what are we doing here,
Okay, we took him to the rooftop. Why exactly, though?
Ah, perhaps you intend to apologize for your insubordination. I see. Well, I'm just glad we're all ready to move beyond this.
Shut your mouth.
Well, Aries definitely got something planned, although I'm not really sure why the rooftop of all places either, to be fair.
Nakabachi, I'll give you one final chance.
What are you gonna do, Toshiro?
Turn yourself into the police. Confess what you've done to this school.
Don't think you're gonna talk your way into getting him to confess.
I see now. More of this again? I must say, I'm rather disappointed.
Huh.
Do you realize just how much clout I have in this school?
Clout. Interesting word. Don't think that was very, much used lingo. Because of the fact that this is, I'm pretty sure Royal takes place before 2024 or any of that, so, it's a little weird to hear clout being used for past tense events, but, okay. I'm gonna be honest, it's a little interesting.
One word from me, and I'll have a whole row of people waiting to do my bidding.
Which is what we do now.
It'd be entirely too easy to get two measly troublemakers expelled for constantly slinging baseless accusations. Do you understand what I'm telling you?
I think they both already understand what you're trying to say.
Both of your futures will be ruined.
Well, we know Toshiro's didn't get ruined, so that seems to be pretty much an empty threat from what we know. Although we don't really know what happened to Eri.
I don't care what happens to me. But you, I know what you deserve, and I'm going to make sure you get it. I won't lie to myself again. I'm gonna fight for what I know is right.
Which you definitely will, because we know how Erina is in the other world.
What are you rambling about?
Pretty obvious what she's rambling about, but okay.
Okay. Come out, everyone.
Come out, everyone.
What? You all... What are you doing here?
Looks like they were able to actually get them on their side, which is what Ichiro believed that they wouldn't even be able to even do. So it looks like Toshiro was definitely able to get them on their side. I don't know how, though. But maybe it's just because of the fact that Eri and Toshiro helped out the school so much over their time of, being the student council that maybe it was just enough to, them to pretty much trust them. Because the thing is a purple-haired girl did come to both of them. So maybe the rest of them ended up just coming to the student council room asking for help. And then they were able to pull them all together. Which is actually pretty, good for them, actually, honestly.
Sir, I can't do this anymore.
I hate living like this. Spying on people and betraying my friends.
Everyone here has agreed to do whatever it takes to see you arrested and charged.
Which it definitely seems that way.
The very idea.
Although, how is he the tyrant of this world if he did end up getting arrested?
Seriously? Don't forget that I have evidence of each one of your misdeeds. If you betray me, I promise I'll completely ruin your future.
Seems like that's definitely not going to be happening anytime soon, buddy.
I don't care if the school finds out anymore.
Oh, I thought you had purple hair. I don't know why. It was her purple eyes that made me think of purple eyes. Also, her name is Yuri, which makes me think of the Doki Doki game. Never actually played it. Well, kind of played it. I've never beat it, I should say. I played, like, a little bit of the story and then never really touched it again. Just because, I already understood the basis of the game, so there really wasn't enough reason for me to sit down and play it myself. But, I think that was another reason why I thought purple hair, maybe. But, there was a purple feature on the character, so that's what I remembered.
I'll accept my fate, whatever it turns out to be.
Kurano-kun? You too?
He seems even extra freaked out about that one.
And what of graduating? How do you plan to attend college with that penniless family of yours, huh? Speak for yourself already. You're the one who's to blame for everything in the first place. If you hadn't been such a delinquent.
So she was the very first victim. 100%.
You're right. I made a big mistake. But I shouldn't have covered it up. And for that, I need to make amends. The student council president and Natsuhara-san came to us time and time again about this. Every time, they pleaded with us to do the right thing, explaining why it matters so much to them.
Just like we did with all the rebels between all the different worlds. Huh.
Thanks to them, I learned something important.
What'd you learn?
It's better to fight for yourself than to live in fear of your own weaknesses and of the consequences.
Makes sense, makes sense.
From now on, I'm going to live my life honestly.
Kurano-san.
Seems like there's a good ending here. So this world makes less sense, then.
I don't have to stand here and listen to this childish prattling.
Well, you definitely do, because you're definitely going to jail with your buddy soon.
And none of this is proof. Tell me what proof you have that I've done anything wrong.
Pretty sure them just coming out here is not your only bit of proof, buddy.
Emails containing your orders to students, call logs, even the school financial ledger. Your victims supplied us with all of it.
Well, yeah, you're definitely going away, buddy.
And above all else, we have the victims' testimonies.
Yeah, I don't think you have a chance, bud.
Every person here is turning you in.
And you said we wouldn't have a single person following us. Or even have a chance of getting everybody, so... Looks like you were completely wrong there, Ichiro.
You said victims' testimonies? You absolute lowlives. You think you can play the victim card now?
Because they're actual victims? I don't know why you're even still trying at this point, buddy.
It'll take more than that to do me in. There are all sorts of excuses I could cook up to get away with this.
Yeah, sure, buddy.
I'll use every one of my connections if that's what it takes to ruin you kids.
Okay, Mr. Creepy. He really is a creeper, look at that face.
I certainly didn't expect this to go so well.
Huh?
I'm guessing he had another ace up his sleeve, I guess.
See this? I've taken the liberty of recording this conversation.
That's why the voice recorder was that actually makes a huge amount of sense. And also it's a good way to get everybody on his side because of the fact that they know if he does admit to it and he, gets backed against a wall like he tried, there would be no way to actually fight against the truth that he actually said himself. Very smart. Very, very smart. actually.
A first-party confession. The only proof we need.
Yeah, voice proof of the actual person that is the crime doer. Yep, that is more than enough here, or at least for what we need. Anything else you want to try and do, Ichiro?
I'm done for.
Yep. I hope you like jail.
All this effort for nothing.
What were you even trying to do, honestly? I still don't understand what you were really trying to do. Become principal of a school? Like, that doesn't really get you very far. Unless he was trying to get political stance like Shido, but it didn't seem like that was his plan.
Way to go, man! You really knocked that out of the park!
Yeah, you did, but it doesn't make sense why this, palace or kingdom is this way. I know I keep saying it's like a palace because this one's more similar to a palace just because it's a lot smaller than the kingdoms are. Just due to, like, sheer size of it. But, yeah, it's weird. It's very weird that if Ichiro did go to jail, why is he the tyrant of this one?
Right. I remember. The rebellion actually worked.
Huh.
Soon after we exposed him for what he was, Nakabachi was booted from the school.
And probably arrested as well. Well, you definitely turned the tables.
Yes, I would call that poetic justice. Quite the fascinating finale.
I wouldn't say that just yet. It is worrying with what we're dealing with right now. Like, completely worrying.
Plus, that means the phony on the PA has been full of it this whole time.
Maybe.
That asshole's been posing as this place's ruler for too long!
Could just be a regular shadow for all we know at this point, which would be kind of funny. Although it would be weird to not have a boss in the third world at this point, just because, you know, the boss fights have been pretty fun.
Well, I'm not so sure.
What do you think, Makoto?
If he's not the ruler, how could he influence a cognitive world to this degree?
That is a good question.
Yes, even if the rebellion was successful, something always could have happened afterwards.
Which is true.
Huh.
Until Nakabachi is dealt with, anything could arise. We better ensure we're well prepared.
Maybe the next person that would take vice principal, maybe? I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of.
I'm sensing an incoming plot twist.
Plot twist. Don't say it like that, that's a little worrying here, buddy.
But for now, I'll just be taking that.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna need our fourth key. Okay, take that with
That
us.
should do it. We have all 4 of the keys now.
Yep, all 4. Thing is, though, is what's behind that locked door now is the real question. Interesting keys, by the way.
Although none of them actually turned out to be keys.
It doesn't matter. I think it'll be enough to put into the door. Oh, yep, looks like they're definitely doing something.
What the? They're all glowing!
Whoa, they turned into...
Music room key. Well, yeah, that is Ichiro's, room, so that makes sense why it's the music room. Okay, so maybe we are still dealing with Ichiro in some way, even though they had pretty much a foolproof plan to knock him down by multiple pegs. But it looks like he might have actually had a way of fighting back in some way, shape, or form. Huh.
They all turned into a single old key?
Apparently so.
And it has a label tag. Music room.
Is there going to be another memory attached to this key?
I suppose the music room is where the ruler's been hiding?
That would make sense.
Toshiro, you said Nakabachi was a music teacher, right?
He did indeed say that.
Yes, that's right.
So that makes sense why he's hiding inside his lair, being the music room.
Then I think I know what comes next.
Yep, finding his throne room.
Let's head back to the hideout first. We should update the club members.
Would be a good idea, too. Okay, back to the hideout we go. Honestly, good idea too as well.
We're back! And we've got your key.
Yep, we got our key indeed.
What? Did you really?
Yep, all we need.
Here. This is it, right?
Yeah, is this what we need?
Oh, this is it. The long-desired music room key.
That didn't get censored, surprisingly.
Well done, you lot. With that in hand, victory is essentially ours.
Oh, it's good to hear.
Yeah, now we'll have no choice but to let us go.
Okay. Definitely seems that way.
My Rebel Corps comrades, are you ready to complete our mission?
I would definitely hope so, buddies.
You bet we are.
Well, good to hear.
It's time to finish this rebellion. Let's bring the hammer down on that tyrant.
Or at least, well, make our way to definitely trying.
Yeah!
My, they sure are worked up now, aren't they?
They definitely are, but these ones have definitely been like that from the start, though.
Well, think about how long they've been locked up here.
Yeah, they've been kind of stuck inside the school, apparently, this entire time, for how they see it.
Kinda hard to blame him for being so hyped to fight, don't you think?
True, it is definitely hard to blame them.
At any rate, we're finally ready to face down the ruler of this kingdom.
Or at least confront them, at least.
Folks, we better stay on our toes from here on.
Yeah, just in case, because we have no idea what we're going to be dealing with next.
Yes, Morgana's right. Let's only head out once we're ready.
Yeah, once we're ready, fully ready, for whatever comes next.
As always, be as thorough as possible with the prep work.
Okay, definitely be ready with prep work indeed, Joker. Oh. That's interesting. Velvet Room's calling. Okay, well, let's definitely go see Lavenza then.
Trickster, can you hear me?
We can.
There's something I must share with you immediately.
Immediately, you say.
If possible, please come to the Velvet Room right away.
Okay. I wonder what's going on with Lavenza.
Hey, what's up?
Good question there, Morgana. Lavenza apparently wants us for something, though. Huh. Joker. I was gonna say Spooks, but Joker has no idea. I should tell Morgana that I've been summoned to the Velvet Room. Yeah, I definitely should. Also, Joker actually moved his mouth for once, when actually thinking that. Huh. Okay, well, to the Velvet Room we go indeed. What's Lavenza gonna tell us? A little worried, honestly. But, let's make our way straight to the Velvet Room then. Okay. Not exactly... What was that?
Welcome to the Velvet Room.
Oh, she's actually talking this time. Usually we do our voices for her, because she hasn't had anything to say since the very beginning, but apparently whatever she's about to say is actually really important, it seems.
Forgive me for calling you here with such urgency.
It's okay. What exactly is the worry, though?
I felt it necessary that you hear this from me as soon as you were able to come.
Okay, what is it?
I'm afraid it's something of an ill omen.
Ill omen, you say? That's not good. Did something happen?
Yes.
Oh, something happened.
Perhaps you recall our previous conversation about the Velvet Room's alterations?
Yeah, some kind of, higher being pulled us here. Although we have no idea what kind of higher being we're exactly dealing with. But, yeah, something about a higher being pulled us into here. For some reason.
How the cause of said anomaly is likely some outside force? This remains true to my knowledge.
That would make sense.
However, I recently sensed that the might behind this force has suddenly surged.
Surged, you say? What do you mean exactly?
All I can say at this time is that it is a looming presence of great maleficence.
Okay, so it's evil. So whatever pulled us in here is evil. Why would they give us Lavenza then? Because they specifically let us have Lavenza in here. Because Lavenza was directly dragged out. Unless Igor was able to send her to us without her realizing. But,
The Velvet Room is indelibly linked with the heart of the guest.
okay.
Under normal circumstances, no external influence should be able to alter this place.
That would definitely make sense.
Tread carefully, trickster. Your enemy is no standard adversary.
Yeah, that would definitely... I would have to agree on that, based on what we know. Okay. Well, don't like the sound of that, I'm not sweating it, or will you be okay here? Honestly, yeah, are you gonna be okay?
You are concerned for my well-being?
Well, honestly, we did beat you in Royal, so technically we're stronger than you, so it would be better to worry about your well-being than Joker's at the moment.
Well, rest assured, I will overcome any adversity to be by my guest.
Okay, well, good to hear.
With no information about our enemy, we appear to be in a situation akin to wandering about on a dark, moonless night.
On a dark, moonless night, you say?
However, this room, as well as what future awaits you, lies entirely in your hands.
That would make sense, since it is our room specifically.
I will, of course, continue supporting you the best I can. Please, never forget the power you hold.
I don't think Joker would ever forget that. He can't really use his trickster power, though, to be fair. He can, well, at the current moment, he can give his other allies his trickster power somewhat. So, it's like, it's been split between everybody, which is really cool. But, it is definitely different compared to, like, you and Makoto, or Minato. So it's definitely pretty cool what you can do with Joker's version of it in this game. Well, we definitely won't forget.
I suppose that was unnecessary for someone with so much experience overcoming incredible obstacles.
Very true. With, if we do, like, force a connection between Strikers and Royal, if we, even though it doesn't take place in the same game, if we do, yeah, definitely.
A path will surely open for you, as long as the flame in your heart continues to burn brightly.
Well, that's good to hear.
With that said, we shall meet again when the time has come.
Okay, the time has come indeed. Wonder what we're dealing with, though. Like, what kind of higher being are we truly dealing with?
So, what did Miss Lavenza want?
Honestly, lot of, different things, but nothing substantial to really pinpoint. All we really know is that we're definitely dealing with an evil force of some sort that is divine in some way, or undivine, or, you know, unholy, or whatever. Depends on what kind of creature they end up having us fight. Because that would definitely confirm, like, what kind of, like, divinity they scale on for this specific one. But I guess we'll find out soon.
It must have been important for her to go out of her way to summon you.
True. I'd better let everyone know what Lavenza told me. Yeah, probably would be a good idea.
Oh, really? An omen, huh?
Yep, an omen indeed.
We still don't know what's getting to Lavenza, though. Better keep our guard up.
Yeah, just in case. If Lavenza's scared, it's definitely good to keep our guard up, just in case.
All we know is that it's more powerful now. I wonder why.
That is a really good question.
Well, it's not like we can do anything about it now, right?
True.
They got a problem with us. They'll eventually show their faces and their asses for us to kick.
True.
And there's the jock's take on the issue. Although I actually agree.
Nice try there, Futaba. If you see it the same way, there's no point in even disputing it.
Whatever the case may be, we finally have the key that will allow us to reach this kingdom's ruler.
Or at least seemingly. We still don't know for sure.
Perhaps we should focus on that while keeping this ambiguous warning in the back of our minds.
Yeah, just in case. You never know.
Good idea. Let's get out there and finish this.
In the best way we possibly can.
Ready to head out now.
Honestly, same, but we have to, end today's episode here very shortly.
All that's left is taking down the enemy leader.
And preparing for whatever comes next. In our, plot to save Toshiro from seemingly himself when it comes to, how everything's been going. Just because, he's stuck inside his own brain. From what we know. So, yeah. Definitely, we got a lot of things we still need to do. But, with that being said, honestly kind of curious what we have available to us, real quick. If Erina came to reality, that's an interesting one. Before we know for sure if Harry and Erina are separate or not. Okay. Then we also have the next battle, obviously. And then also apparently a quest opened up. What kind of quest? Wrong one. Keep forgetting it's in the hideout menu and not the prep menu, even though you can see it in both of them.
Which should we choose?
Okay. Oh, completely forgot that we didn't finish the other one. So we have 2 of them to do in the next episode. And then... That's actually concerning, because usually we do the final boss for a kingdom in an episode.
Come back again
And if we are indeed going for Ichiro, it would definitely seem that way. So now I'm a little confused. Okay. Okay, well we have 2 quests to do, and we also have seemingly the final fights for this kingdom. Even though it seems a little fast to do the final fight for this kingdom, just because we haven't been here very long. And there's a really good way to check, because of the fact that we go to the one menu for it's in the hideout menu, keep forgetting. But if we go to replay, we can see how many missions there were for each area. We've only had 4, oh well, not 4, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 so far. For previous ones, well, let's just say for good old Toshiro's father, we had, well, let's see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. So it seems odd that we're so far off on that number, because for this one, well, there's 21. Which is actually quite a lot compared to the other ones, which is weird, if you really think about it. But, okay then. Definitely strange. Don't know for sure if we're definitely heading towards the final one yet. Probably could still be a fight or 2 in between, just because we're finally confronting them. But you never know. I guess we'll find out. But with that being said, thank you all so much for hanging out with me today, like always. Keep being spooky. In the next episode, we will be definitely preparing for our chance to definitely try and take down Nakabachi, and preparing for whatever may come next. Since we're definitely preparing for some kind of evil presence of some sort of way. We don't know exactly what way yet, but we're definitely preparing for something big, and could very much be the next kingdom for all we know, to be completely fair. So, yeah, we definitely need to be very careful from here on out. As soon as the next palace or kingdom ruler is down, that's when things definitely start ramping up. Because either we're going to go to another kingdom, there's going to be another person in our way, or we're definitely heading towards endgame. Who knows? But with that being said, thank you all for watching, have a wonderful rest day, keep being spooky, and I'll see you all in the next one. Peace. out.
Hey boys and girls, thank you all for watching today's episode. If you liked what you saw today, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe. And hit the bell notification down below. If you guys have any kind of suggestions for games, please put that in the comments down below as well. Thank you all for watching today's episode, and keep being spooky. Peace out, guys.